What's up, world? This is your girl, Daisha Hicks, aka Just Die Already, and this is Just Die in Reality. Unscripted versions of my world and the influences and who I'm inspired by in my world. So, say you stalk someone and you just really love them, and then they're so down to earth that they invite you into their world by being sweet, humble, approachable, just everything. And who I have next to me is just that, the young lady that I have stalked because of her career, not because of how sexy she is. Yes, it is because of her. Because of her career. Now let me break this down. This is Miss Ksyn, and Miss Ksyn is a dancer, okay? I mean dancer, honey, like kicking the heels, like, yeah, all of that. You see that? I can't even do that. She made it work without a beat. All right, Miss Ksyn has been in the industry for about, let's not age her, let's just say 10 years. Yes. There we go. 10 years shows professionalism. 10 years dancing for, I'm talking about high profile people. Usher, Cira, Sean Paul. The list can go on and on, but the person that trumps all of that, she knows and I know and everyone that's listening knows, is Beyonce. Yes, she is on stage with Beyonce, and you could count 1, 2, 3. Miss Ksyn, 1, 2, 3. Miss Ksyn is there. She's visible. She's dancing with right now Queen Bee, one of the most electrifying people in entertainment. Miss Ksyn has made it to that stage. You know why? We're gonna find out why, but I'm just gonna give you a hint. It's because she's driven. It's because she had a purpose and she had a dream. So we're gonna talk about that. And she is going to also talk about her body language class. We had a peek into her 50 Shades class. Oh my God, it's so sexy.
That's my fave.
That is her fave.
That's my fave.
It's my fave too. And primarily because you can get sexy, you can get playful, and you can bring this down. That's what I've acquired. And here's a clip, actually, of that 50 Shades class that we peeked into and got all the central Miss Ksyn. Take a look.
Sex with me so amazing. All this all work, no vacation. Stay up off my Instagram, pure temptation. Hit a switch on a fake nigga like a station. Sex with me so amazing. Sex with me so amazing. Vodka and water and a lemon, and a few other things I cannot mention. Ooh, na 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 na, 5 fingers on it, 5 fingers. Hit it like you want it, I mean hit it like I'm on it. Straight shots to the blue dot, shot, 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 shot. Baby, I'm a bigger poison. Ooh, oh yeah. You gon' need it. I'm on that la-la. I'ma get it wet like jacuzzi. And sex with me so amazing.
Yes, you saw that? That was her. That was her giving it and serving it. And today, she's going to serve again. That's right. We have access, well, I'm going to be taking a class, into her twerk something class today. Okay, I got a little Western. Twerk something.
With your accent.
Oi. Sometime the Yankee could do it. I'm wearing my twerk something outfit for this class because it's about to be turned up. So it's so much to talk about, but let's get right into it. Just Die in Reality welcomes Miss Ksyn. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having
Such my
me.
favorite. I can't even stare at you. All right. So as I was warming up the audience and the world to you, this is you. This is you. You're fantastic everything.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So where do I start? I mean, let's just go into it. You are a very successful dancer. How did this happen?
Wow. Well, you know, my mom just birthed a stunt. No,
Little seed.
I mean, I've been dancing since I was younger, and it sort of was my own drive. It sort of pushed me to it. You know, every mom's grand idea in the scheme of things for their kid is not necessarily to be in the entertainment industry, because they understand that how it's like a diamond in the rough, you know what I mean? And not everybody makes it. It's one of the hardest industries to be in, no matter what facet or part of it you choose. So when I was younger, I was a part of youth groups that kept me grounded. One of them being in the Bronx called Teens in Motion. So like growing up, I was in and out of dance school. About 13, I got into this group. We were a step team, so we stepped all over the place, all over the country, White House, everything. Started modeling, started, doing acting in theater, and then of course started dancing. And I sort of just pushed myself. So it was sort of like I became my own support system. And then it took me to have to, talk to my mom one day and be like, hey, when I give this acceptance speech, later on in life, what end do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the end where I say I'd like to thank my mom for all of her love and support for being there for me? Or do you want to be, hey, I'd like to thank my mom for not supporting me, which made me which pushed me to do more. And she picked love and support, like I'm going to be there kind of thing. And I just had to push myself. And I just remember one of my good friends coming into a rehearsal and saying, hey, there's this choreographer. She was having an audition for her company or whatever. And I think everybody should go. And I was the only person from the company that went. And I didn't make it. And I was like, you know what? She liked me. She said, you're great. I love your energy. You just have a lot to work on. So I showed up to her class again in January and then just started training professional-wise. Because it's different going from doing your local talent shows and the groups. You learn in that realm, your training is different. You learn how to entertain, how to perform. You know what I mean? And then when I transferred in and started going to the, taking the more professional classes, I learned how to be clean and how to channel that energy. And I mean, granted, it's always a work in progress. You're always learning. Even as a teacher, I'm teaching everybody, and I'm still learning about myself as a teach. So you have to be comfortable with being a beginner, but like that kind of focus and just knowing. So as I started doing that, it was like I started honing into what was setting me apart from everybody else. And it was just like, it was a rawness, or like you would show up to I would show up to an audition and I would see the audition table there, and everybody would be so far away from it. We're gonna freestyle, and they're freestyling here, but the table's there. So I would just walk up to the table and freestyle on the table. Like, what the heck? Well, yeah, I'm just gonna jump on your table and freestyle, get you, and I'm come up slow, and I'm gonna walk away, and I'm gonna look back and walk away, and it's like, oh shoot, who's that? So I learned over time what it was about me. And I won't ever say that I'm the best dancer. I'm just very good at what I do. And I can sell you. You'll see it and I can watch her and be entertained. And that's what performance is about. So then it went from, just doing the magazine stuff as the modeling stuff and dancing on set for videos. So all of a sudden now I'm working with these artists. And it's like, we need that. Because artists, as people go to see the artists, of course, people also come to be entertained. They come to see the show, and the dancers are a part of that. So it just became a gradual, stepping stone. And with each step, it's like you go through your trials and tribulations, you figure it out, you become stronger, you level up. You know what I mean? So you have to understand, okay, what are those lessons you're learning? You learn them, you level up. Now that's the next step. You know what I mean? And that's how you continue to go through your career. So that's why that's one of the things I think has contributed to just me being able to do it for so long. You know what I mean? And be able to because who would think, I always think about who would think a young girl from the Bronx, born and raised, sitting there on stage with all these artists and still growing and still going, So, yes.
Leveling up.
Leveling up.
There you go. And your levels will not stop. Your leveling up has taken you to prime time. One of my favorite shows that once again, I'm like, is that Miss Ksyn? Oh my God. So it was her. And it was on Lip Sync Battle.
Yes.
My favorite show, the concept. Oh my God, whoever's not tuning into that. So now you're on there quite regularly. And it seems like, are you the main choreographer? What is your part in that? Because you're slaying it.
Thank you.
And promoting it.
Well, it's changed over time.
Mm-hmm.
Season 1, shout out to choreographer Danielle Flora, assistant Adair. and the whole lip sync battle crew. Season 1, it was a pool of dancers that they were pulling from. So you catch me on different episodes. Season 2, they wanted to create a dance crew, so a core of 12, and I'm one of the 12. So on the show, the most consistent things that you will see is LL, Chrissy, and the dancers. We're the 3 consistents of the show. The contestants change, but we don't. We might add on, but it stays the same. So,
nice.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, when I saw you, I think I was enjoying, I don't know if you was on there with him. Were you on there when The Rock was on there?
That was a double episode. It was The Rock versus Jimmy Fallon, and then it was John Legend versus Common. I was in the John Legend versus
There it was, and that shit was funny.
Yeah.
So that's when I knew. I was like,
we had an MC Hammer on with John. He had, had to do the running man, and Common pulled out his B-boy moves. It was fun.
How do you feel? I mean, what we see on TV is editing and production. How do you feel being a part of that? Is it all laughs? I know it's work, but how's the energy?
It's fun. I mean, you can't even lie about it. Like it's so interesting to see people come out of their comfort zones. Like when we did the one with Channing really went and got all of B's team. Her hairstylist, everything. Yes, he was highlighting the contour for days. You know what I mean? And like you see them step out, or like you see like the girls want to turn into guys and like live out that kind of thing. And it's just very good. It's very funny. And sometimes like it's because we just had Michael Shannon on, who's from Man of Steel, and everybody sees him, and every role he's ever played is always a serious role. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden you see him up there. It's the end of the world as we know it, and he's doing all this crazy stuff, and you're like, wait, you actually can do that? Or like the one we just did with Zoe Saldana. You know what I mean? And even like her, the guy who she went against, it's like they just step out of their comfort zone. It's like a time to have fun. So it has its ups and its downs behind the scenes, of course, that's anything. But like it's really a really good time, a really good team. Like we all like are there for each other. We all like whether it needs to be a pep talk or whatever case may be. But it's a really fun environment. Mm. Yeah,
amazing opportunity. So let me talk about opportunities before we start talking about body language. I love this post, and you just happened to put it up that just coincides. I'm going to read it. Mm-hmm. Stop talking yourself out of opportunities because you don't feel like you're ready yet. It's time. You're ready now. Mm-hmm. That's something that I tend to do and have done, and I missed a lot of opportunities, a lot of modeling gigs, just not feeling ready, not feeling there. Mm-hmm. That's over. Have you ever had that moment?
All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
See, Miss Ksyn has it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things as to where you always want to try to feel ready. If you don't feel ready, we have a tendency of just being like, you know what, maybe somebody who's better fit for the part should do it. You know what I mean? Maybe I won't go to this because I don't feel like I'm ready. Well, how are you ever going to get ready if you don't ever put yourself in a position to level up to be ready? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to get there before your mind can actually get there. You have to be put in the position to then spark that level, that lesson. And that's something that I usually wake up in the morning and tell myself all the time. Because a lot of things like, I'm like, okay, no, I'm not ready for this. I might not have the funds for this. I might not have to do this. And it's like, well, you know what? If I put myself in that situation, I don't know what doors are getting ready to open. Mm-hmm. So how about I go in the situation, see what doors open, and then take that opportunity that works for me then. Because you'll never be ready. If you go through life talking about, okay, I'll do it when I'm ready. When are you ready? Mm-hmm. When do you take that leap? When do you take that invisible step? It's like, okay, I'm going to take the step and hopefully it's there. And if it's not there and you crash, well, guess what? There's probably another step below it. Now you come back up, So, yeah, I post different things based off the people around me, whether I'm going through it, my friends, family, or just sometimes something that sparks with me. And so, like, recently that's been my thing, especially with, entrepreneurship. Everything is about, you want to feel like you're ready, but you're never ready for any of it. Never ready for any of it, So, it was just one of those things that's where I was like, let me put this out there.
That was a good one. I saw it via Twitter, and then I was like, yes, this is such a great post. I'm glad that I'm not in that space of not being ready, but I remember when I was. So anyone out there that may feel that they're not ready to join body language class, or, you know, change your hair color, or commit to the gym, new job, whatever, do it. The opportunity is now. And if you feel, or if we say that may not be for you, you never know who's looking. You never know who might be in the corner and saying, hey, actually, I really liked how you went for it. It might not be a fit for that, but you're a fit for this. So. Now, when we talk about fit, we're going to talk about body language. We're about to get ready for that class right now. Y'all are going to tune into Twerk Something. Sunday. Yes, Sunday. God wants us to twerk.
I would say my joke, but everybody always gets so upset when I say
this is what the show is for.
Like, we twerking for Jesus today. Okay? We're twerking for Jesus.
And Buddha and whoever else is in there.
We're twerking for you. Okay? You're helping them by helping yourself.
There you go.
Twerk for them. No, I'm joking. No, every last Sunday of the month, I like to put my shoes aside and have a ratchet day. Sometimes you just need that moment. So rather than me just get full ratchet in the club, I'm going to get full ratchet in my class, and we're going to sweat it out. We usually, and when I say sweat it out,
these eyebrows ain't going to be here after. Okay,
you
everyone?
See, project Fresh Face. We part of
You were doing it before Alicia Keys. Don't let her own that.
You gotta,
you know, Alicia, though, and I love the stand
you gotta just come in and just commit to it. But yeah, every last Sunday is Twerk Something Sunday.
And I'm here for that. And y'all are going to be here. We'll get a little bit more from Miss Kysn right after the class. We'll be all sweaty and glossy. But just to let you know, body language is here. And it's a class for only women. Although our videographer gets to be there today. Lucky dog.
We have some exceptions sometimes.
Lucky dog.
You know, he has his sneaker wedgie in the back and his pum-pum shirt. He's ready.
And a blindfold. He didn't realize we're actually blindfolding you. All right, so everyone, we're going to enjoy our Twerk Something session with the lovely and stunning and twerkable Miss Kysn, and then we'll be back. So everyone, get ready.
Get ready.
Is she ready? Is she twerking? Yes.
Don't get mad. When your girl leave you,
she just left you.
And run to the dance floor.
She's really gone. She's really gone, man.
Hands up. See me grabbing on my tootie. She told me smack her on the booty. She said I got too many hoes. She said I got too many shows. But she twerking. 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 Hey.
What's up, baby? I see you. You watching Versace like Biggie. My watch it roll it. The hoe say holy moly. You stole it. Oh no, pay for it. Be foreign, go touring. A nigga suburban. Drop her off when he snoring. Hit Kiki for the free till look Kiki to Waikiki. Put Louis with Gucci. Put a hoochie with a hoochie. We do the hoochie coochie, but I'm still grabbing on my tootie.
Grabbing on my tootie. She told me smack her on the booty. She said I got too many hoes. She said I got too many shows. But she twerking. But she twerking. But she twerking.
Pussy so tight, all she do is scream. Oh, bend it over, make you touch your toe. I like how she merry go round the pole. Toes, open, close. I like when my bitches don't wear no clothes. It's hot up in this motherfucker, reload. Gangsters in this motherfucker.
Wow. It's your folks, Soldier Boy, tell them I'm in the building. Everybody get on the dance floor. This girl got a thong, she finna shake it all night. Wow. She got a thong. 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 Shake it out, 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 wow. Shake it out, wow. Shake it out, wow. Shake it out, wow. She got a thong. Watch her hit the flow. I like the way she move and the way she snap and roll. Yeah, it going down. I got 5,000 ones. Me, you, and you. We bout to have fun. Now go and make it clap. That right there. Sippin' on something that match my shirt. I like her. I want them to do that over her. She got a thong.
She's clapping and they ain't using hands. Bands of make her dance. Bands will make her dance. All these chicks poppin' pussy, I'm just poppin' bang. Bands will make her dance. Bands will make her dance. These chicks clap, and they ain't using hands. Short hair like Neil Long. Loose one, she don't need a loan. She start twerking when she hear a song. Strip up all her income. We get trippin' and then some. So nasty when she rollin'. She put that ass off in my hands, I remote control it. She give me down when the roof gone. At the KOD, she leave with me. She got friends, bring 3. I got drugs, I got drink. And it's over. Juicy J gon' poke it like wet paint. You say no to ratchet pussy. Juicy J can't. Racks everywhere. They showing racks, I'm throwing racks. In the VIP, rubber on them stretching that. Rich niggas tipping, broke niggas looking. And it ain't a strip club if they ain't showing pussy. Bands will make her dance. Bands will make her dance. All these chicks poppin' pussy, I'm just poppin' bang. Bands will make her dance. Bands will make her dance. These chicks clapping and they ain't using hands. Bands will make her dance. Bands will make her dance. All these chicks poppin' pussy, I'm just poppin' bang. Bands will make her dance. Bands will make her dance. These chicks clapping and they ain't using hands.
That was Miss Kysn showing us just life, having us sweat. Remember, I said I need help. She just helped me. And she can help anyone every Sunday. Do you do Wednesday sometimes?
No, but we have a lot of things coming up. All you have to do is follow the dance page, which is on Instagram at BL_The Art of Seduction. Or you can follow me at MISSKSYN. And we have a lot of things coming between now and all 2016. Not just the summer.
Not just Drake.
All 2016. Hashtag.
Hashtag get fit. Hashtag the sweat is real. Hashtag.
Don't ask me. I just twerk here.
She did twerk right.
But no, we do a lot more things. You have seduction Sundays. You have 50 Shades of Grey. That's when you have complimentary wine, fruits, and everything else. And that's the routine we take home. Ooh. And then you have Twerk Sunday. So make sure you come out, check out. It's a fun experience, and make sure you stay tuned.
Gotta stay tuned, and also there's always, oh, she's so sweet. I'm all sweaty. I'm sorry. Well, it was you. You made me
Sexy
sweaty.
sweat. Sexy sweat.
You did. I also want to ask you, when it comes to dancing, are you doing Dollhouse again?
I know. Well, I am one of the choreographers, one of many for the show. So you make sure you check that out. The show is actually going to be August 13th.
More stuff.
At Highland Ballroom. But just follow me, I'll tell you everything. You need to know. These ladies are hot. And we make them hotter.
Yeah, one day I'm going to audition.
No, we're just going to put her in the show.
Well, I'm just going to do something like this. And
Yeah.
then something like that.
And
And then take her class every Sunday so that I can understand the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the 8 count.
then you're going to see her in the show.
Boom.
But
Okay.
yeah, it's a sexy, sexy, hot, urban burlesque. Not just regular burlesque. Urban burlesque show. So make sure you check it out and stay tuned.
Stay tuned to everything that Miss Ksyn has. We thank her here on Just Die Reality to make my reality a better place. Her reality is dance, life, empowering women, being confident, and just going for the goal. She is golden, and we thank her for being here. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Say
Peace, everyone. Thank you so much. Don't forget to follow House of Titillation. Okay, it's just as it said. That is my video man, not God. He's a man. With the master plan, holding the camera, follow. Everything will be on the link for this interview. So if you can't catch it because you're looking at the sweat and this case of being fine, it will be on the link. All right.